Another method that can be used to solve quadratic functions, to solve the roots of quadratic functions, is referred to as the formula method, which is method 2. Okay, so you're going to be invoking this formula. Possibly you're very familiar with that, which is minus b plus minus square root b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, so here, as you can see, this square root term is actually the very meaningful term, okay? Because it's possible that a combination of b and ac will make this square root non-existent, right? That is when b squared minus 4ac is smaller than 0, then there is no solution for the square root, and this entire formula has no solution. Therefore, this quadratic function has no solution, no root. Okay, and later on, we're going to show you with the graph that actually means this function has no intersection point with the x-axis, with the horizontal axis. Okay, and the parabola does not cross the x-axis at all. That's when b squared minus 4ac is smaller than 0. When b squared minus 4ac is equal to 0, that is just one root. When b squared minus 4ac is greater than 0, there is minus b plus minus, now plus minus a different number, right? So we're going to have two roots or two solutions. Another thing that you need to be familiar with is how to calculate the symmetric pivot, namely the vertex, or when this function, this quadratic function reaches its maximum or minimum, and that is x equal to minus b over 2a. Okay, so now let's look at those functions. Okay, I'm gonna quickly add another example, which is essentially the same, with the change of 20 into 16. Okay, now let's switch to my document camera. So I'm gonna demonstrate to you the solution. So here it is method B, the formula method. Okay, and I'm gonna switch to my document camera. And here, I'm gonna write down my formula. There are two things. One is the root, which is labeled as x star, is minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And also the pivot is minus b over 2a. So now let's look at those questions. So here we are to find the root and vertex. So this is root, this is vertex. Okay, so the first question that we are looking into is x squared minus 8x plus 12. So let's label this as y1, means function 1. Okay, so here a equal to 1, b equals to minus 8, c equals to 12. Okay, so b squared minus 4ac in this case is minus 8 squared minus 4 times of a of c, which is 12. So that is 64 minus 4 by 12 is 48. The result is 16. Okay, so this term is greater than 1 than 0. So there are two roots. okay? And the square of this term, square root of this term is 4. Square root of 16 is 4, right? So the roots are minus b, which is b is minus a, and then minus b is positive 8, plus minus 4 over 2a, 2 times of 1. So the result is 8 plus minus 4 over 2, which is 12 over 2 or 4 over 2. So the roots are 6 and 2. So I actually use the same number as example A, and here the result is the same as example A. So when x equal to 6 or 2, fx, the parabola, just crosses the x-axis. Now let's look at other two examples. The second one is y2 equals to x squared minus 8x plus 20. Okay, so that is actually, do we have a solution to that? So in this case, a equal to 1, b equals to minus 8, c equals to 20. Okay, so b squared minus 4ac is 64 minus 4 times of 1 of 20, which is 64 minus 80, which is smaller than 0. So there is no root. Okay, and also if you're acute with those numbers, it is actually x squared minus 8x plus 16 plus 4. And x squared minus 8x plus 16, this first part is x minus 4 squared plus 4. X minus 4 squared is a non-negative number. The smallest number of this is 0 when x equals to 4. But then it's plus 4. Then the graph, the minimum point of this graph is 4. And that's why this parabola, which is facing upwards, right? Because a is greater than 0. This parabola does not have intersection with x. So that's the second one. And the third one is x squared minus 8x plus 16. As we just show here, that can be foiled into x minus 4 squared. Okay. And here, the graph should be just this. Okay. And when x equals to 4, this x minus 4 squared just equals to 0. And this parabola, its minimum point, just touches the x-axis. Okay, so here there is only one root, which is x equals to 4. And let's verify this with this formula. B squared minus 4ac, and here a equal to 1, b equals to minus 8, c equals to 16. And b squared minus 4ac is squared of minus 8 minus 4 times of 1 of 16, which is 64 minus 64 equal to 0. When b squared minus 4ac equal to 0, we have only one root. So here I'm using a cluster of questions to demonstrate to you the relationship between b squared minus 4ac and the graph, right? And the formula solution.